that if you publish your plan, they will copy it. Then it's not too late now. They have not been able to do it now. If you do it now, then we know that actually they are doing it because they copied it from you. What are you going to do about insecurity? Going to end insecurity? That's just a mess. It's a logical statement. It's a flawed reason statement. In law, we say that the statement is flawed because it doesn't contain any substance. It's like saying, I am right because I am right. The only thing that makes you right is the truth, the facts, the evidence. How are you going to generate money that you will use to pay the bills? I will generate money by this and that is not sufficient. But how? The first thing is, what are you going to do about this or that? The second thing is that, how are you going to do that and that? What is the requirement for those that will do this and that? Who will be held responsible? We're talking about justice and righteous judgment. What are you going to do about injustice that is existing in Nigeria? You are inviting in foreign people to come and invest. I'm going to do this and I am going to do that in a country where people are so corrupt that you cannot find justice unless you have the money to pay for it. In America, we say if you don't have a lawyer, then you have no right because you need the lawyers to enforce your rights and defend your rights. But in Nigeria, if you don't have money, you have no justice. That is the worst kind. Because in most cases, if you don't have money to pay for a lawyer, our government will pay for your lawyer. If it is a criminal offense, every criminal offense, the government will pay for the lawyer to defend you. But in Nigeria, lawyers are so corrupt that lawyers will go to court and try to bribe a magistrate or a judge. And lawyers go to court and lie to a judge when they know that the judge depends on their statement. They make false affidavit and some false statement in their own clients. And they use all kinds of corrupt practices that you want foreign companies and the Americans. You want us to bring our money to come to just in a place where you have no say on the table. There is no equity for you to be able to argue your case and defend your case. What are you going to do about that? What is the plan? You are scared if you say it, they will not vote for you. Yes, it's better if they don't vote for you. They will suffer and they will see what the Lord will do. In America, if you are a lawyer and I went to law school and I understand the legal ethics and the way it works. So you go to a court of law and you are a lawyer in order to defend your client or prosecute somebody. You come up with the kind of concussion of lies like what we are seeing in the world, let it go Nigeria over now in Kano State. You lose your license. Where is the bar association? You be the bar. You've seen that even since Trump became left presidency, how many lawyers have lost their license to practice law? But what is the punishment for lawyers? Because legal profession is an estate profession. In America, you come out of law school, you take exam and pass the bar. The bar will not give you a license to practice. Then it's a privilege. Yes, you have a diploma. But it is a privilege. Your character does not have the integrity to be called a lawyer. You are a disgrace to be a disgrace to the profession. And they will not issue you the license, and you cannot practice. And you can go to any court of law, and you will not get the license to practice. Because they understand the role of lawyers in a society and under democracy. All these things we say is this 2023 will decide. Then when we see that those like in America, where they take the money and give to people to promote democracy, what are they using the money for? We will hold those people and those money accountable. Before you get our fund and our money, before people come to invest, we want to see the dividends of democracy to the people. That's what the government is for. It's not this kind of corruption they promoting. Because a king knows that you are going to be delivering goods to them. They do not care whether you kill off all your population. We have seen it all over Africa. But the time has come to an end. Is either you get those people out of their positions or all of you will go with them. So that is a choice that you are going to make in this season. That the word of the Lord, for God is a sovereign over all the sovereigns. That the sovereigns has no authority or power to lord themselves over the people in complete lawlessness. Without fear of God, or where do they operate? Where does a judge get his power? Where does a judge get his power? I had a case one time and the judge was behaving very unjustly, and I wrote him a personal letter. Where do you get your authority to sit on the seat to decide the life and death when you're supposed to judge as God judges? Have you forgotten the author and finisher of your life, the one that knows when you wake up and when you sleep? That is why they keep suffering people all over and everywhere. The Lord have already in the first letter to the Corinthians, so that you will do good to people, so that more times will come unto God, who is their Father. When God has blessed you, and there's somebody thinking, what is a man doing with 200 billion naira? A civil servant. Why should somebody be going to work in the government so that they can be able to steal government money? Everybody look for a way. They believe that in order to become worthy, you must be able to get that by corrupt means. What does it say about those that get their money by right means, by righteousness? They will steal and they go to church and they make an offer. When I say and ask people, somebody give a tithe and I ask, well, did you ask based on what he does? How did he get the money? It's not my business. How is that not your business? What did you just read? Supporting and being silent. For those that do evil in the society, the Lord said you must not do that. And today, and I'll end my sermon because this will be a 2 or 3 part service. I'll end my sermon by reading the book of 1 Corinthians. Let's go to the book of 1 Corinthians in chapter 6. 1 Corinthians in chapter 6. You must change the mentality by accepting wickedness and evil in the society and rise up against it.